I just feel all off kilter, man. Because I'm like, not, ooh, Lord. Ooh. Y'all, I'm in a different space, in a different place. I will be going out of town. So if you want to know what I'll be doing and where I'll be going and all the things and all the details, you do have to follow me on Yellowbird Counseling on IG. Follow Yellowbird Counseling on IG, and I will have all the tea for you in my stories and on that page. But yes, so because I'm in transit. Let me look. I got a mirror right here. Who fix my? Whoo, Lord. Whoo, it's just I don't know. Y'all see us? Y'all like my lashes? Y'all like them? So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm off. Not being in my own space. But I'm Dominique, aka That Therapist. I am the lead clinician and CEO for a group practice known as Yellowbird Counseling. Excuse me. We are based in Alabama, but we also serve the states of Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Florida. So if you are in Alabama, Tennessee, Louisiana, Florida, or Mississippi, and you would like to see one of the wonderful therapists on my staff, you are more than welcome, and we can offer that to you via telehealth. I'm sorry, this is just sitting different. All right. So last week, I'm just jumping right into it. But let me finish my intro. Okay. So each week, what we do, in an effort to break the stigma surrounding mental health and mental illness, we discuss a topic each week, usually every Thursday, but this month we're trying out Wednesdays is at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So every Wednesday for the month of May, for May Mental Health Awareness Month, we will be going live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless I have a session that runs over, then it'll be just a little later, but usually at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay. So I was about to say 6 p.m. Pacific because y'all be saying Pacific for specific. So I was going to say specific for Pacific, and that's not how that works. So anyway, that's what we do. So some things that I was passionate about, and in the name of Mental Health Awareness Month, I wanted to highlight a community that I myself am a part of, the LGBTQ community, but more specifically, the transgender community as of today. Now, last week we talked about the Don't Say Gay bill, so you're more than welcome to go back and listen to the replay of that and my perspective from a mental health professional on the Don't Say Gay or the anti-grooming bill, which I think that's really like intense. Anti-grooming, like, of course, like y'all are putting LGBTQ individuals in the same space as human traffickers. Pretty much, you're saying pretty much that LGBTQ individuals traffic humans. When you're saying anti-grooming, like grooming is such a strong word. But anyways, so I wanted to expand on that in the name of Mental Health Awareness Month and in the name of highlighting community that I'm a part of. And on these months, on Mental Health Awareness Months, I do tend to hit communities that are close to home for me, whether that be being a woman, whether that be being Black. So I got y'all. We got a whole Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, and I will talk about being Black and brown. I will. And then, but this month, I wanted to highlight the LGBTQ community because it's a community that I'm a part of, and I want to also do my due diligence there to provide education and break stigma in those areas and enlighten people of the mental health disparities that take place in the LGBTQ community. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we've been taking a little bit of a political approach. Now, we're not talking about one party over the other. Your party is your business, but let me tell you, everybody in both parties is doing the same thing. Hello, somebody, the Republicans and the Democrats, doing the same thing, especially as it relates to being in the LGBTQ community. There are gay Republicans. She said it. She said it. Mark Zuckerberg, do not kick me off, but there are gay Republicans and there are gay Democrats, okay? There are transgender Republicans and Democrats. That's a mind bender right there. Okay? Oh no, not an upstanding Republican. Child, please, honey, child, please, honey, child, please. They will vote against themselves to stay in office. Okay? I'm just saying, anybody. I'm just saying. I said what I said when I said it, but let's move on. All right. So I did want to talk about this very inhumane, and I will start there so you already know what my opinion is of the bill. But I'm going to also talk about it from a mental health perspective. And what does that mean for LGBTQ youth? What does that mean for transgender youth? What does that mean for transgender individuals on a public level as far as in business settings, So I wanted to talk about that. So let's first talk about what is the bathroom bill. So for a lot of you that may not have particularly enjoyed poli-sci in school and may not understand some of the nomenclature, I want to explain and I'm not like, I was in C-Leg and freaking, what was I in? Youth legislature and, so I did a little something, but I get so fiery. It's a lot for me. So I think mental health is kind of like the sweet spot. Like where I can actually help people. Yes, I can help. I'd be able to do it politically, but I think I'd see more impact and it would be easier for me as an individual to handle it from a therapist perspective rather than being a politician. I'm going to leave that for the people that is their assignment. I'm going to leave that for them, but I will support them. I will vote. I will do what I need to do to support them. But that is not my calling. My calling is to help the people that are hurting. That's exactly like verbatim what my calling is, to help those who are hurting. That's it. So that's what I'm going to do. And because of these very barbaric and inhumane legislations that are haphazardly being signed and passed and implemented, that does affect my community, that does affect the people that I serve, and that does affect me as a professional. So I would like to first talk about what is a bathroom bill. Well, a bathroom bill denies access to toilets by gender or transgender identity. So that may sound familiar to you. What was that? Prior to integration, we had black bathrooms and we had white bathrooms. There is a reason that we no longer have white bathrooms and we have black bathrooms. But the way the world is going and the way that they are wilding out in the legislative branch of our government, honey, we might be right back there. Okay. And that's sad. I'm gonna save that for another live at another time. But based on the way things are going, we're going on a very dark path. But I am here, as well as my colleagues. We are here to help you process what does that mean for you as an individual. What does that mean for us as a collective? That is what I'm here to discuss. So basically, yes, a bathroom bill denies access to toilets by gender or transgender identity. So let's just sit on that for a moment. Let's make it personal. Have you ever been in a tight? I'm just going to make it real personal, real simple for everybody to understand. Have you ever, my glasses being crooked, y'all, I got my contacts too. Y'all going to see me in my contacts and my stories. Okay. So this ain't even the half of it. My hair going to be fresh and my eyelashes, they done and you're going to be in my stories on IG. See me, Yellowbird Counseling on IG. You'll see me. And then on TikTok. All right. But I digress. So let's sit on that for a minute. Denying an individual toileting access. First, let's think about that. How would you feel if yourself, someone in your family, let's just say they were denied toileting because of their color? I think that's something. I hope we're progressive enough to understand that that's not okay to do. Okay, I think everybody, whether you agree with transgender individuals or not, we can all agree that it's inhumane to deny somebody access to toileting because of their color. Okay, that's why hopefully we're past that. I don't know if that's real wood, but I'm gonna take my chances. All right. Have you ever been in a tight? I know I have. I used to work when I was in foster care. I was on the road. I had to do home visits a lot. So I knew where all the bathrooms were. On every side of town, the bathrooms I wanted to go to, I knew what times to go to those specific bathrooms. Because I also like to drink beverages. This is a Sprite, but usually I like to drink water. So I would have my water with me. So I would have to use the bathroom a lot, and I would have my bathroom schedule planned. Now imagine me just minding my own damn business. Bathrooms with stalls. And these stalls have doors on them that close. Okay? Nobody can see what I'm doing. I can't see what nobody's doing. I walk in the bathroom. I use the bathroom. I wash my hands. I flush the toilet. I do flush the toilet. Wash my hands. I leave the bathroom. Minding my own damn business. Okay? Imagine you, white person, black person, walking in somewhere and suddenly being denied access to a toilet that you have previously been able to use, or that makes more logistical sense for you to use because maybe time is running out and either you using the toilet or you using it on yourself. Okay? Imagine how that might feel, how you might feel to walk in somewhere and imagine how you feel when you walk in somewhere and try to use the bathroom at a place that clearly says no bathrooms unless you're getting service. Now, y'all know y'all done tried to get a cup of water so you could use the bathroom, okay? So I had to come from a place of empathy with everybody first. I had to help you be in those shoes. So imagine how you felt when you really, really had to go, and imagine how you would feel if the place that you had to go to use the bathroom would not allow you. Imagine what kind of position that would put you in. How you would feel physically. There's that. The physical distress you would be in. The emotional distress you would be in because time is running out and you gotta go. And the mental, emotional, and physical distress that you're in because you're being denied access for something that affects no one but you. The color of your skin, your gender identity. Okay? Something that affects no one but you, but you're being denied access to something that you need as a human being. Okay? As a human being. So let's just sit on that. Marinate on that. Okay? So, just how would you feel? I mean, how would you feel? If you want to put it in the comments, let's talk about it. How would you feel as a man, woman, black, white, skinny, big, tall, short, human, be denied access to a bathroom for something that you could not help or because of who you are, or being disabled, We'll even say that. If you're disabled and suddenly you're denied access to a bathroom. Oh, we're all up in arms about that, aren't we? Like, oh, how dare they? But everybody is human and everybody deserves access to whatever facilities that any other human being would deserve access to. Okay? Now, yes, we do have gender specific bathrooms. A lot of places, well, I won't even say, I've seen several places that have unisex bathrooms, which is great, but they usually don't have nothing but one stall. So it's like, that means one man or one woman can go in there, or whatever, family, but it can't be like, if I gotta go and somebody else gotta go and there's two stalls, it's not that no. So there are some unisex, but there is a women's bathroom and a men's bathroom. But I know if I've had to go and the men's bathroom was completely open and there was no men in there, and the women bathroom be full, because I don't know why women feel like we got to just always be in the bathroom, but it be full. So I've been into the men's bathroom before. Okay. Now, I understand if the facilities are not private, okay, if the facilities are not private, how that could cause anyone to feel uncomfortable. Like me going into the men's bathroom while they're in the urinal, they probably might not feel that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just like if a man walked in the woman's bathroom. But these are people that identify. We're talking about people that identify me, a cisgender woman, and a cisgender man. I'm just talking cisgender right now. Okay. So yes, I understand that if the facility, but if they're private, if it's a unisex bathroom with 5 stalls in it, as long as it's private, okay, and you can lock the door, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I would just, be cautious. You like anywhere. When you go anywhere, you have to be cautious, okay? But if it's private, my privacy is not being violated. So let's go there. Privacy is not being violated. Then if that's the way the facilities are set up, that's just the way the facilities are set up. And if I gotta go, I'll go and I'll lock the door, use the bathroom, flush the toilet, wash my hands, and leave the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? But this bill seeks to tell someone that you have to go to the bathroom of the sex you were assigned at birth. So your assigned sex at birth is the bathroom you have to use. But one, who's gonna know that? Okay, who's gonna know that? All right. All of the transgender individuals that I work with look like the gender that they identify with. Okay, so my female to male transgender clients look like they are a male, and my male to female transgender clients look female. So if I saw them and didn't know them and saw them going in the bathroom, hey, how you doing? Wouldn't think twice about it, because they look however to me. Okay, they look like what they identify as. But there are some transgender individuals who have not transitioned yet. So they look like they're assigned sex at birth. But that does not mean that they should be denied access to the bathroom that they do identify with, okay? Because they're still a human being, still human. And I don't know where this whole weird ass thought process comes up that LGBTQ people are predators, and all we trying to do is seek out to be sexually malicious. We just wanna sleep with children and rape people and bring people over to the gay side, and all of that's a myth. I promise you, people is out here just trying to live their best life, just mind their own business. Nobody is thinking about that unless those are the people dealing with it. I don't know of any, I'm not saying that there aren't any, but most of the history of pedophiles that I know of has been cisgender folks. Okay? Cisgender. All right? So let's just not say, oh, well, because I know what people are going to say. Oh, well, what if a man who identifies as a woman comes into the women's bathroom and tries to rape us? She ain't thinking about you. Okay? She trying to use the bathroom. Okay, that's what we're in there to do, is to use the bathroom. We're not in there to have no orgies or try to seek out to harm anybody sexually. And if you want to say that, what about the cisgender predators? So what about cisgender females who are predators going into the women's bathroom? You okay with that? Because her assigned sex at birth is female? Or what about a male? What about a male predator? Okay? That is cisgender. A cisgender predator. You gonna be okay going in to the men's bathroom with a cisgender male predator? No. You're assuming just because someone looks male or looks female when they go into the bathroom that makes them somehow safer. No. Cisgendered individuals can be just as much something be going on with them that is inappropriate as anyone else. Okay? Your gender identity does not make you any less safe to be around. And I think that is what the legislation is trying to imply, that somehow you being cisgender makes you safer. No, there's a lot of cisgendered psychopaths out here, like cisgender narcissists, cisgendered domestic violence abusers, cisgendered child pornography practicers, cisgender. Okay, so let's just debunk that myth that you being cisgender makes you somehow safer, because that's not true. Okay. Let's see what Lakira says. Lakira says, I definitely foresee a lot of issues with making it the gender you're assigned if you don't look like that anymore. Plus, there are a lot of issues asking people their assigned gender to use the restroom. Yeah, that's kind of intrusive and inappropriate and unrealistic. Because who's going to hire somebody you would basically have to, this would be a form of sexual assault, because you're forcing someone to prove to you their assigned sex at birth. How you gonna do that? How that gonna happen? If we're not gonna be forced to carry around our birth certificates and show our birth certificates in order to enter the bathroom. And who gonna do that? Y'all barely want to wear some mask. Who gonna carry around their birth certificate to show to some? I don't even see no cisgender people doing that. So first of all, it's unrealistic. Well, that's last of all, but first of all, it's very unrealistic, because you would have to literally check someone's genitalia. And what if they've had reconstructed genitalia and you can't tell? I'm gonna tell you right now, me personally, I'm not going to be able to tell a biological penis from a reconstructed one. Me personally, I'm not going to be able to tell that. I won't know if it's a reconstructed penis or if it's a biologically assigned penis at birth. I'm not going to know it, because I don't be looking at penis like that. That's just not my thing. So how are you going to vet people to figure out who and what? How? Like, that don't even make no sense. Yeah, it's a lawsuit waiting to happen. It really is. It really is. Like, how are you're going to deny somebody? Again, y'all don't even want to wear a mask. And that makes sense to me, because just like you cover your mouth when you sneeze to keep your germs from going everywhere, you put a mask on to keep COVID down. I knock on wood. I don't even want to say what direction I think we're going in, because I don't want to. I don't know. But y'all did not want to wear a mask. So if y'all didn't want to wear a mask, y'all not gonna carry around your birth certificates to say, "Oh, here, now may I have access?" Y'all not gonna do it. Cisgender people not gonna do that. Okay. And transgender people should not have to either. Okay. So that's first of all. Let's just talk about all of that. But now let's get a little bit more into the nitty gritty of the mental health aspect of it. It puts an already marginalized, vulnerable population of people in danger. And we're talking about, I know in Tennessee, the bill has recently been passed that transgender individuals can't use business bathrooms. But when I was reading about this bill, it was more so specifically talking about students. So this being something that they implement in schools. So now you're telling me I can't say gay. I can't talk about my mom and mom, or dad and dad, or not even that. I'm gay. I don't have an outlet at home to talk to my parents or anyone else about. I can't talk to my teacher at school, who I know is gay, because I seen a picture of him with his husband, or her with her wife on her desk. Now they got to take that down, and we can't even talk about it. I don't have anyone else to process it with. And now when I have to pee, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother issue. My gender and sexuality is constantly being thrown in my face and used against me. Do we see where this is going, and how this can affect someone's mental health, for who they are as a person to be constantly used against them? Think of who you are, viewer, whoever you are, if yourself that you can't help in how you are right now is being used against you. Okay? Let me tell y'all something about a type of depression called gender dysphoria. So with gender dysphoria, it's a DSM clinically significant diagnosis, where an individual is significantly and severely depressed because they don't identify with the gender that they were assigned at birth, causing depression. Okay. Dysphoria is a type of depression. So we now are going to have these individuals, students and adults, which if you're a student, you don't have much choice on facilities that you can and can't go use, and when and where. They implement it in the business. The business has it up outside, which it would be super, again, inhumane and barbaric, but you could go somewhere else. But if they outlaw it completely in businesses, if it's something that takes effect in and out of school bathroom facilities, that's a tragedy. A tragedy. We would literally be in a public health crisis, okay? Super public health crisis. We're already in one. I'm telling you, as a clinician, it was like overnight my practice. Y'all remember me in my humble days where I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm the lead clinician, Yellowbird Counseling. I was the only clinician at Yellowbird Counseling 2 years ago, just me. And now there's 9 of us. And I had to hire those 9 because we're in a mental health crisis. And it looks like we're going to continue to be in this crisis because of things like this. We had police brutality stuff with George Floyd, and we had the pandemic, and my phone did not stop ringing. And now we have the recent coming decisions of overturning certain legislation. And then we also have these. So, so it's really sad to know that we're not able to live in our truth, and somebody else decides that truth for us. No one else should get to decide your truth for you but you. Even me as a therapist, I don't tell people who they are. I help them find that for themselves. I help you find who you are. But I never tell any of my clients, and they'll say, what is your opinion on, and what is your opinion on? And my clients will tell you, I probably get on their nerves because I never give my opinion on nothing, because my truth is not your truth. And just because we have different truths does not mean yours is wrong or mine is right. It just means that my truth works for my situation in my life, and your truth works for your situation in your life. And I cannot impose my truth on your life because it's unethical. It's unethical for a therapist to give advice in and of its true sense. For a therapist to tell you what you should do, unless it's like of clinical significance based on their own personal bias, no, it's malpractice. We can definitely be sued for it. Definitely. But then we got the good old boys who get to act unethically all day. But there's a reason that it's unethical, because it's harmful. It's causing harm for me to impose upon you my beliefs, my values, my opinions. It's harmful for me to impose that on someone who is not me. So, to impose on someone that they should use a bathroom of a gender that they don't identify with, it's inhumane, it's barbaric, and it's unethical. And it's causing a rise in for students, because again, I did see the bill that passed in Tennessee, where the Tennessee governor signed that the transgender anti-transgender bathroom bill denying access in business settings to bathrooms for transgender individuals, which is horrible, awful. Okay. But what I was reading most about was it happening to students who are in a confined setting that they're not even allowed to leave. You know what I'm saying? Transgender students who are in school all day who can't leave, and they only have the bathrooms in the school to choose from. And then other children who may be ignorant, also giving them, they don't have any support from teachers, and they can't have any support from peers. So where is that going to lead? To increase in this gender dysphoria and decrease in self-esteem and decrease in GPA. Because if you are not feeling mentally at your best, it's going to be hard for you to even think about performing educationally at your best, even if you have the capacity to do so, even if you have the mental wherewithal to do so. If you are clinically depressed or experiencing gender dysphoria, and then your environment is not helping you neutralize that at all, you ain't thinking about math and science. You thinking about how to survive. Survival is always going to come before education. And so if you don't feel like you're able to survive, you're not going to be able to allow yourself to be in a position to be educated, because you're trying to fight for your life. You're fighting for your life. So again, a public health crisis is going to create a hostile environment in schools, hostile environment in business settings, but more so in schools, because schools, since they are more confined and more controlled than like a public restroom setting, because I don't see nobody coming from behind no counter being like, hey, let me check your genitalia before you go. I don't see that happening. But at school, they may be able to assign a paraprofessional to do that or something. You know what I'm saying? But that puts them at risk. Because if you're asking a child to show you their genitalia, who the pedophile now? Who is the human trafficker now? If you got to look at somebody's genitalia before they can enter a bathroom in private and use the bathroom privately. Again, not very well thought out, very haphazard, just kind of knee jerk. When people make these knee jerk decisions and are able to wreak havoc, it's very scary. But yeah, we're and again, it's impossible to implement as written, so it's just a violent piece of legislation out there in the universe. And then to take it a step further, they're even controlling the healthcare around transgender minorities. Now, I don't know what age they're saying is minority, because I know in my field, an individual can give medical consent for me to provide them with therapy at 14. And I think when they go to any other doctor, they can go in there 14 and up. So I don't know what age they're calling a minor. But there lies the problem. Now you're policing a parent's decision, because even if you are 14, you're probably not financially stable enough to, execute a decision that may require money, which hormone treatment, even paying for co-pays, even for insurance, or even just being, receiving treatment under your parents' insurance. Like if they're cool with it, because I have parents who have transgender children, and they're okay with them receiving hormone treatment. Okay? They were okay with them doing that. I'm going to say on any level, medication for children before they're done developing any kind is, I would say, because they're still developing in their bodies. But that's not if a parent says that they're on board and this is what's going, and we've decided that it's clinically appropriate for their child, and the child has been involved in that decision, who is anybody to say that that parent can't make that decision? If that is what the child wants, if that is going to, because I'm telling you, at all of the transgender individuals that I service, we write a lot of letters. We write a lot of letters for the consultation for the reconstructive surgery. So, and they have to have 2 letters from therapists, 1 letter from a psychiatrist, and I believe 1 letter from a primary care professional. So if we have deemed this person clinically appropriate for the reconstructive surgery, then they can go forward with it. And I'm telling you, it is so, I celebrate with them once they get that reconstructive surgery done, because they really feel like who they are. They feel like their self. They feel comfortable in their body. Depression is lifted. Their self-esteem goes up. And I love it. I love it. So I'm happy to write those letters. We've been getting a lot of those, especially in Birmingham, because I think Magic City Wellness is pretty full. So a lot of people, they're referring people to us for the post operative reconstructive surgery. Um, so yeah, I don't for the reconstructive surgery, because post operative would be after. Okay, I don't know, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, okay? And so, but they're happy. Their mental health stabilizes because they feel like who they are, you know? So, yeah, more depression, lower self esteem, lower grades, more anxiety, people's privacy being violated, which also causes mental health concerns. If you can't even use the bathroom privately, or use the bathroom without being ridiculed, as long as whether you be cis or transgendered, as long as when you're going to the bathroom, you're not bothering anybody, you should be allowed to use that bathroom. And half the time, you're not going to know. You've probably used the bathroom with a transgender individual and you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know. And you are just fine. And the people that thought that bill was such a good idea, I'm sure that they've used the bathroom at least once in their life in the same bathroom as someone who's transgender, and they don't even know it. And they are just fine. Okay, so thoughts? Let's look at the comments. What y'all got for me in these comments? I'm looking over here too. The regulations on other people's bodies is extremely out of hand. Ha! Yes, to say the least. As I get up to show you Ruth Bader, to say the least, it's out of hand. And I just wonder when Roe versus Wade is overturned, and y'all can't use condoms no more, and y'all can't use Plan B no more, and y'all can't use contraceptive no more, y'all can't use birth control no more. What y'all gonna feel? But y'all like, oh, the babies. Meanwhile, you have irregular periods, heavy periods, or endometriosis, and you take birth control to regulate that. But if birth control is outlawed, see, y'all, people that be like, oh, pro-life, they're so linear in their thinking. They think it just means, oh, somebody who was just got pregnant irresponsibly and just wants to terminate pregnancy irresponsibly. That's not all that entails. More goes to it than that. But I'm not gonna. That's another live for another day. But you're exactly right. It's crazy. The regulations on other people's bodies that has no effect on anyone else. What I do with my body does not have any effect on you. If I get a tattoo on my body, you still gonna go to sleep? Drooling, mouth wide open, snoring? If I have a child, how does that affect you if you don't gotta take care of it? If I have a baby, how does that affect you? Or if I choose not to have a baby, how does that affect you? Question. Okay, school staff has way more to be concerned about than a restroom. Yeah. Yeah, again, I think it's super unrealistic. I don't see it like coming to fruition for real. Just like the mask mandate. And that was actually to protect people. There's no protection there's no justifiable protection that we can see coming from this. They're like, wear a mask, decrease the spread so that we can be out of a pandemic and then we can stop wearing masks, period. And y'all didn't want to do that. But y'all now want to regulate who can talk about their family structure and when, and who can use the bathroom where and when. They don't got enough to do. They do not got enough to do. Like, people really are looking out for their self. They're not really thinking through. I always tell my clients in session, play the tape all the way through. Play the tape all the way through. Don't just stop there. Play the tape. Ask yourself, challenge yourself, ask the question, but why, self? Especially if it's negative thoughts. So why do you feel that way, self? And who says that? And what evidence do you have to support that? We challenge in negative thoughts and negative ways of thinking. But you know what, too? A lot of times people can't stand to look at what they are. So a lot of times people hate in others what they hate in themselves. And just leave that right there. They hate in others what they hate in themselves. Just leave it right there. You're exactly right, though. School got way more to... I was talking to some teachers today, and they was telling me all the other things they have to be concerned with besides checking a child's genitalia in the bathroom. So, what else y'all got for me? What else y'all got? Please share this live. Please, please, please. Please share this live, because I do, especially you have at least one member of the LGBTQ community who probably knows at least one transgender individual that may need to know that there is a transgender affirming counseling practice. So that is Yellowbird Counseling. We are very transgender affirming, and we have a lot of transgender clients. So please share this live so that you can aid in breaking the stigma and allowing that individual access to the mental health care that they are going to desperately need. Because people are just signing stuff without thinking in the legislative components of our government. All right, what else y'all got for me? And if you know, you know. And that's all I'm going to say. And if you don't know, then you need to go to yellowbirdcounseling.com. Yellowbirdcounseling.com. You can even Google it. And you want to sign up for the newsletter. You want to sign up for the newsletter. That way, when you know, you know. All right. But today is a $100 Cash App giveaway. So let's see who did the things. Let's see who did the things. We got Lakira, of course, and we have Every Day. All right, so let's see. Every Day, you are going to be 1, and Lakira, you are going to be 2. And y'all know I'm about to pull this thing up. So let me pull this thing up here for y'all. Share. I want to share a tab. Because I want y'all to see. Y'all know I like for y'all to see it from scratch, so you know I didn't cheat. Number generator wheel. We like the wheel. Isn't the wheel cool? So let's use it since we really like that. We got 1, and then we got 2. All right, y'all ready? The minimum is 1, the maximum is 2. Lakira decided to let somebody else win. Lakira decided to let somebody else win. Yay! It is number 1 every day. Yay! I got to send it to you. I feel like you've won at least once before. Let me see. I'll be able to tell. Let me see. Congratulations! All right. Let's see. I feel like you've won. Let's see. Yep. Girl, I found you. I did. I found you. Congratulations. I'm going to see how many times you won. From Yellowbird Counseling with the 3 yellow hearts. All right. And you know I'm going to show it to you so you can see. Got it? Can you see? Ooh, it's a little. You see that? Okay. Yay, congratulations. Right before the freaking weekend. Yay. Let me see. I want to see how many times you won because I felt like you have won before. Let me see. Oh, you have. You've won. Oh, well, you won like once a year. You won like once a year. You won once in 2020. You won once in 2021. And you won once in 2022. Girl, you need to come more. Come more. Because Lakira girl, she got an entire page of like, I was scrolling. I was like, yay. You have. Come more so you can win more. But I'm happy. You won back when I was doing $50 Cash App giveaway. I was like 50. She won back in a $50 day. Now I'm doing $100. I done came on up. So yes, if y'all want to be a part of or be eligible for the $100 Cash App giveaways, know what to do, know when we're doing them so you can be in here and ready. Go to yellowbirdcounseling.com and sign up. I know you've been in here more than just today. I see you in here all the time, but I don't know. So y'all, and 2, we're doing it. You can really capitalize on us doing it on Wednesdays because people are used to us doing it on Thursdays. So if they're not on the newsletter, they don't know we're doing it on Wednesday. So then that even increases your chances to win. Okay. But all this month, the lives are going to be on Wednesday evenings. Okay. Unless Bridget is like, I actually have to do it on Thursday, then we will have to do hers on Thursday. But other than that, but you'll know that if you're on the newsletter. So you'll have to go to yellowbirdcounseling.com and subscribe. Oh, no, I forgot I was on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram. Dang, my life went away on Instagram. Oh, well. Darn it. It's okay. All right. That's sad, but it's okay. So if y'all will share this live for me so that people can get what they need, and be educated. But I will definitely see y'all back next Wednesday evening. Yes, I'll be back by then, back in my space. I'll have my banner behind me, all of that. But I really appreciate y'all coming. I really appreciate y'all's support and how y'all support Yellowbird as a practice and just as a social media presence and as a t-shirt brand, the YBC brand. So I will see you all next week. Y'all be safe this weekend. and look both ways before you cross the street.